We're going into a trailer park and there are purported to be over 100 sex offenders living here right now.
In 1983, Lori Nassiffer purchased Lakeshore Village, a trailer park in downtown Orlando.
So Lori, what is this place?
Lakeshore Village was started in the 1950s, actually. And as a typical downtown property, it became overloaded with drug dealers, drug users, and prostitutes.
In order to deal with the crime, Lori came up with a novel solution.
I started taking in sex offenders. Now I have about 110 sex offenders. Have the news after them, the sheriff is here, the probation is here, everybody's here. It's basically a clean property, and I'd rather have a sex offender than a drug dealer.
Lori, how safe is it here? I mean, there are people here convicted of some horrific crimes against children.
Most of these trailers have more than one person in them, so people know what's going on. And believe it or not, I always hear rumors. I always hear someone's going to tell me what's going on, and if it is, I report everything to the sheriff's department or probation.
So it sounds like the residents here kind of police each other.
Absolutely. They do. They need to, because where are they going to go? If this falls down, if this collapses, if this is not a success, where are they going to go? There's not enough places.
What's it like for you to own this property where people who are considered the worst of the worst live?
I try to keep the men here, and I try to have them all follow the rules as best as I can. I try to almost be a mother figure to them and to say, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do to follow the rules, and keep out of jail, keep out of prison. I will house a sex offender or an ex-offender, somebody in prison for something else, but I won't harbor them from the police. If they've done something wrong, I don't want them here.
Where would a lot of these people be if it weren't for this trailer park?
They would be under a bridge, like they were in Miami, or they'd be in the parks, or they would be in the woods, or they'd be roaming down the street, and we wouldn't know where they are. So at least here, we know where they are.
Do you think that this could be a solution, having these private colonies where you know what's going on?
I think it's a solution, but I don't know if it should be private. I am thinking the best thing would be for the state of Florida to open up halfway houses, or them purchasing places like this, and them running it with a corrections officer or a probation officer or an off-duty sheriff, and having somebody like that manage it fully for the state of Florida.
There are some people who say these sex offenders, they have serious violations against children. They offended against children. They don't deserve this. They should be out in the woods.
If they've done the time, then they should be released. They're free of it. If they reoffend again, that's something new. But if they went to prison or they spent their time in jail and now they're out, they should be a free person. There's other crimes to me that are just as serious. I'm not saying it's not serious, but when a woman gets raped, someone gets beaten, their place gets robbed, it's all a violation. Everything is a violation of yourself or your family. But when they've finished their crime, then they need to be treated decently.